There are issues at the moment with the Blockbusters Tech Token. This is the second time this is happening. Everybody is giving their opinion on this, and here is my opinion. You see, the beauty of the DeFi space is decentralization. Decentralization in this sense simply means that centralization or control is taken out from governments, a group of individuals, so that you and I would be able to do absolutely whatever we want to do with our tokens, right? We can buy when we want to buy, we can sell when we want to sell. In a situation where trading is paused, where somebody can sell their tokens, then the very essence of the DeFi space is being taken out. I think the Blockbusters Tech Token is a good project. They have a good vision, but they're going about it the wrong way. And this is simply because this thing right now is looking a lot more like a centralized token. It's kind of pushing against the very essence of the blockchain and the DeFi space. The reason most people who invested in the Blockbusters Tech Token right now are not crying is simply because the team behind this project really seem like honest individuals. Bailey really looks like someone who cares a lot about his image and integrity. If not, the first time this token had a price issue, the first time it crashed, everything would have gone south. Investors would have completely lost their money. But Bailey and his team, they did all they could to make sure that they brought the price right back where it should be, right? And since then, they've been trying to push it, okay, to make things work. But it's not been working. And this is pretty much because they are having a rocky start due to the source code of their smart contract. And talking about the source code of their smart contract, I think there are certain admin keys that these guys have that have taken out the very essence of decentralization from this project. This project is looking more centralized than it should be, okay? And why am I saying this? If you come down here, you can see their tweet on the 13th of August. They said trading is being paused. A wallet is selling with more BBTF than the total supply. We'll announce when trading is back active and liquidity is injected. The very fact that a smart contract on a blockchain can be paused is very scary, and that's what I'm trying to point out here. We are all lucky that these guys are a bit honest, or honest to some extent, okay? If the team behind the project can pause trading at will, that means the contract itself has some admin keys that allows them to do this. And if any other smart contract out there, any other token out there could do this at ease, at will, then that means your funds invested in such projects is completely not safe, right? So if you're investing in a project, make sure that they don't have this kind of excessive control, except you trust the team. In this case now, we all have to trust these guys right here, and I think somehow they have proven that they could be trusted, okay, especially after the last event, okay? But I'm just pointing out this, okay, so that when you are investing, you have to pay attention. That's why I talk about the source code a lot, right? That's key, because the source code is simply the contract that runs on the blockchain. And if the contract gives the developers or gives the team behind the project some unnecessary permissions to do certain things, then your funds could be taken away from you in broad daylight, right? If we click on this tweet here, for example, we can see somebody asked a very important question. And the person says, do whatever is needed to fix this, including reversing the transactions where insane amounts of tokens were bought after the hack. We will not tolerate these people dumping on us as soon as you inject the liquidity back. Fair means fair, and it goes both ways, right? Okay, so the second issue they're having now is that there are reported claims of hack, right? Of course, there are different stories on this. I think what they're telling investors is that there was an attempted hack, right? And this dropped the price to almost 98%, right? So this guy is basically saying here, a lot of people bought the dip, right? So it's basically saying when Don Bailey and his guys inject liquidity into the liquidity pool of the BBTF token, these guys that bought the dip would want to sell, and this would cause the price to still nosedive again, and a lot of people will still be, a lot of investors will still be in trouble, right? So, and this boils down to what I'm talking about. There shouldn't be excessive control of tokens, of smart contracts in the DeFi space, right? We should be able to sell at will, right? That's the beauty of it. That's how investors make money, right? If a project, if the price of a token goes down and people buy the dip, right, they should be able to sell when the price goes up and make money. Now you buy the dip and then you can't sell because somebody has control over the smart contract. Somebody can pause trading. So this is the scary thing about projects like this. So I think these guys should do all it takes. Of course, they already said in their latest tweet right here that they are performing contract upgrades to prevent this from happening again. That means they are upgrading the smart contract. We will publish findings for all other tokens to add to their contracts. Please be patient. So they're upgrading the smart contract, and hopefully this wouldn't happen again. I think they should make sure that this project doesn't have issues again, because it's been a rough ride since launch. And if this continues like this, I don't think any major exchange would be listing this project in the nearest future. Okay, so I think this is one big lesson for these guys. Mistakes are not inevitable, right? We make mistakes even in business, right? And the good thing is that when you make mistakes, you learn not to make those mistakes again, right? I think they're learning how to make sure that this project becomes better, right? I think that they can actually forge this project to something a lot more better in the future. That's if they continue working on it, and that's if investors do not lose confidence, right? So this is all I have. I'm entitled to my opinion. Add your thoughts in the comment section. Let me hear what you guys have to say about this. This is Briggs LBs, and this is your guy Ken signing out.